Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is one of the most challenging street circuits, not because of how big it is, but because of how narrow some sections are, which provides great racing yet great crashes. So we're in the streets of Baku, Azerbaijan, for once again the Grand Prix. This has provided many great racing over the years and many losses. So, like the 2018 season, let's hope we get some good action and a few crashes. So, qualifying now begins. We have only 15 drivers in qualifying right now. A few couldn't make it, but they will be here soon. So let's go over the track. If I've counted correctly, this track only has 10 turns to the left, but only 4 to the right. So, pretty much a NASCAR track without the oval. As we begin with Jens Hoffer, the league director, or today's host, getting out on track first. This is Wardy and the Mercedes behind him. Good for him is that he'll get slipstream from him. And it appears he'll be on the soft compound when Jens has also went for the soft. I thought I saw yellow on the wheels. As we can see, going around the cars just going around, you can see how narrow some sections of this track are, including the castle section, which really narrows down and does provide some pile-ups when people do crash there. So look at that. It is tight through there. So Jens Hoffer will begin the first fastest lap for today's race here in Division 5. Hopefully we get good action, because I will be looking forward to this track when I drive it myself, as I am, some of you know, a Division 3 driver on Thursdays. But that's not important right now. What is important is this division, Division 5. So Jens now comes down the straight, a 200-mile-an-hour average straight, I believe. It is a fast straight, flat out, coming down for turn 1, which is heavy braking zone. And Jen begins the first fastest lap. Hopefully the Red Bull of Skipper, I believe, doesn't block him. Yes, that is Skipper. On board with him coming down the small DRS straight. He has DRS wide open as he comes down to the heavy braking zone. Did he mess it up? He goes quite slow through there, actually. There's the Mercedes of Wardy right behind him, chasing him. As everyone, as you can see, starting their fastest laps. Or the regular laps, depending if it will be their fastest or not, we don't know. But what we do know is Jens is going to be the first to cross the line today, and hopefully if he does well enough, he can keep a high position. As Skipper gives way to the cars, he goes quicker because Wardy is a bit behind, but here's the heavy braking zone of the downhill. He doesn't hit the wall, which is lucky for him, since a lot of cars do tend to lose it on the hill. As he now comes onto the flat out straight, he loses the car a bit. You can see he corrected. Maybe lost him time, maybe not, depending how well he did it. Not slamming into any walls. It's very easy to lose your focus through there, as a lot of you know who do drive in this league. As Jens comes down to the line, down the DRS straight, main straight, he sets a 140, but I believe there'll be faster laps. Will Wardy improve that? No, he won't. A 140.8. Who is closest to the line? I think it's Ralph. Ralph comes up to the line. He sets fastest lap. Relay, or no, never mind. Relay, I'm sorry. Ralph only sets third, and Relay is on pole position. Oh, that Williams was a bit deep. as Hammers is now coming down to the line. He was last week's winner, I believe, at Belgium. So hopefully he can do well here. There's other cars on the hot laps. Hammers now comes down to the finish line. He'll probably set pole here. Yes, he does. A 1:39.928. A very, very, very quick lap. Nerdy, this season's rookie like me, is currently on maybe another lap, I believe. He opens his DRS, so I think he might be. No, he isn't. He's warming his tyres. Who is on a hot lap? Are you on a hot lap, good sir? I believe he is. Let's watch Composite. There's a yellow flag somewhere. Is that car going slow? Yes, it is. It was Wardy in the Mercedes. Very easy to crash. There's a big amount of cars up here. On board with Ralph. I think he had to bail out of his lap because of the Scuderia in front. Really annoying to get stopped on your lap, because it could be a good lap, could not be. Who knows? But Ralph now comes down to the line. The Ferrari of Pete was on his out lap. And once again, if we can get a good shot of that number. Number 69, ladies and gentlemen. And Pete begins his lap. Ralph pits anyway, so does Wardy. Relay is coming in as well. Hammers is on another lap. On board with him. He's coming down the straight. He thinks his tyres can last quite long. Oh, never mind. He is not on a lap. He is coming in. I think everybody's coming in. Reliot's on his hot lap. Let's watch Reliot on board with him. There's a Red Bull down the middle. It's going slow, I believe. I'm not sure. But whatever it's doing, it might be in the way of Reliot, as he's now coming down the kind of straight. He sets purple sector 2. This is going to be very interesting. He's fastest in sector 2, so maybe he could get pole position here. For now, at least. Gunas has the fastest lap at 1:39.63. As Reliot now comes down the straight, would he get P2 if he's quick enough? Only goes 6th fastest. But a very nice one indeed. So, who else is driving right now? I think Composite is on a slow lap. Robsu. He's now finishing up at the line. Pete only goes 11 fastest. Robsu goes 4 fastest. Skipper will probably be on a hot lap, which he is. On board with him as he comes up the castle section. He's very easy to crash up here. So let's get a good onboard shot if he does. Does he mess up? He goes pretty slow through the castle section. Terrifyingly slow. Man like donkey in the McLaren. He is quite a decent driver to be honest. So hopefully he does really well. Coming through the castle section. Well done for him. As he now comes down to the downhill section. A steep downhill, and he goes through it perfectly. No questions asked, no questions needed. As he now comes down the straight. So far, we are 8 minutes left, and nobody has crashed. There's always 1 or 2 unlucky winners in crashing for qualifying, but nobody has crashed yet. Nerdy Average Gamer on the medium compound. He's going to bend with the start. So is Hammers, but man like Donkey only goes 8 fastest with a 140.7. But everybody has set laps now. And I think Relay's on a hot lap. Yes, he is. The number 88 getting very close to that wall, nearly touching it. But he's going for it. Oh, nearly to that wall as well. He is pushing as hard as he can to try and retake pole. Just watch him go. His head a bit twitchy for his driver. Coming up to the castle section. Very quick through there. Way quicker than the Red Bull as we saw. So he's going to be... He's pushing. Just in general pushing. Now coming down to the downhill. Oh, he touches the wall. Does he get any damage? We'll see on the down. No, he doesn't. He's fine. He gets purple sector 2. So he's 7/10 up. So in theory, he should improve quite drastically. Getting way in front of Guna if he gets a 139.3, if I'm correct. He comes down, gets DRS, Skipper's out of the session. So there is one unlucky winner today, and that's Skipper. But oh, Relay's lap, a 139.2. Oh, there's a Red Bull. I'm guessing that is Skipper. Yes, it is. It's his engine revving it out to the max. If we get close enough, we can see him. Yellow flags in sector 1. Ah, the Red Bull just disappears. But I'm pretty sure Tom Put is on a hot lap now. But I'm pretty sure the Mercedes of Wardy's in front of him. Yes, he is. He's on a slow lap. Good, sir. Get out the way. Tom Put is coming through. Tom doesn't go as close to the wall as Relay did because he wasn't as confident. But the laps are getting really quick here. Alpha Tauri's currently on top. Hammers UK quite far behind. The Haas coming down to the castle section. One of the most deadly sections in Formula 1 because it's so skinny and very easy to make mistakes. He's a bit slow through there. Oh, is he losing the car a bit? As he now pushes quite to the max. He's saving ERS. That's an interesting thing. Maybe he isn't pushing as hard. Oh, he forgot to turn it on. But I'm pretty sure I saw the light off. He turns his ERS back on. He's 2/10 down to his original lap. And he invalidates his lap. So maybe his ERS saving wasn't the best of ideas. Oh, that AlphaTauri getting a bit in the way, but he moves out the way just in time. I'm pretty sure Wardy's on a hot lap. No, he's not, but he will start his hot lap. I would have started pushing by then, so I don't know what Wardy's up to. Perhaps Wardy's on a slow lap. I don't know what he's up to. But whatever it is, there's an AlphaTauri behind him of Charlie. As Charlie comes steaming down the straight. Another 69. He's also pitting. 2 cheeky 69s in one session. So most people are in the pit lane except Pete. I think he's on a hot lap. He comes up to the castle section. A bit slow through there. Wasn't the fastest, but wasn't the slowest. Although he is slowest in qualifying. A 143.096. Excuse me. So, as he comes down the hill, now coming up to the straight, another 69. I'm pretty sure that's 3 69s in one session. Hammer's getting really quick down there. There's a Red Bull and a Honda. And that's also Jens Hoffer down there. He's going quick. I think he's got DRS open. Yes, he does, but doesn't improve by much for getting over P15. But guess who's on a hot lap? That's Gunnar. Gunnar. As he comes down, look at the tyre marks from all the other drivers. Gets pretty close to the wall, but not as close as Relay did, because he committed to his lap. There's only a few minutes left of qualifying, so some drivers are going to frantically just push. The number 98 comes down to the castle section. Goes a bit wide and a bit slow. Coming down the downhill section. He's warming his tyres, so he's given up on his lap. Hammers UK is on a hot lap. Nobody is around, there's just cars going slow. There's a big stack of people, as you see on the map. Hammer's getting very close to the pit lane wall. Goes to P2, breaking the AlphaTauri 1-2. Very close to Relay's lap, but not enough to get pole. As we watch the traffic ensue. Hoffer was pretty quick through there. That's like quite quick compared to the other drivers. Let's look at the McLaren of man like Donkey. I don't think we see any of the AlphaTauris. If I go up, maybe. That's Hammers. That's an AlphaTauri. Behind his teammate Charlie. He's slowing down because he doesn't want his teammate to ruin his lap if he does catch up to him. People are now setting their final laps as we've not got only long to go, but literally 1 minute to go for qualifying. So everybody's going to want to put their laps in if they want to get another chance at either gaining position or keeping a position. Nobody has beaten Skipper's time yet from under his position of P13. But he is now going down the straight. He will make it to one more lap, and that's all he maybe needs to take over Hammers. If he does need it, he gets quite close to the wall there, and there's a sneaky little penalty system there. Oh, he gets quite close to the wall, losing the car. He may have lost quite a bit of time from that, since the car doesn't like it, nor does the timing. As Gunnar goes on pole position at 138.9. Impressive, may I say. People are now crossing the line. Gunnar, I think, has another lap on his tyres, if he wants to use it. That's all his ideas, though. Charlie now coming up to the castle, on board with him. A bit slow, but not the slowest compared to some other drivers in the session. He validates going too deep into the corner. Let's watch his teammate Relay. He claimed pole earlier, and he hits the wall, going really wide. Does he have damage? We'll maybe see from his turning. No, he's completely fine. He comes down to the downhill. Oh, he hits the wall again. He does have damage now, most certainly. He is fine. That is something I wouldn't expect. And he invalidates his lap, messing it up if he ever had a chance to get pole. But I think that's it. Charlie has moved down to P6. Unlucky to him. But I think that is it for qualifying on board of our pole sitter, Gunnar. I'm sure that would be his only lap he needed to get pole, because I don't imagine any other drivers claiming pole from him anytime soon. And I've just looked at Discord and found it will be a both dry session. So this is going to be very quick racing indeed. But here you go. Oh, Tom's going on a hot lap. Never mind, that's an AI. So here is your current top three. Guna, 18, lines up in pole position. It is Relay Luca in second place. Hammers UK in third. He won Belgium, but now he's in third for Baku. So hopefully he can do something good. And, you know, win the race. That'll be all decided in the race in a few minutes, as Relay and Guna are now coming to the pit lanes. That's Relay done. Guna will be done in a second as we see his car getting hauled into the pit lane. That's it for qualifying. Now it is only, after this round it will only be 2 rounds left of the season. So I'd like to mention that drivers will get very, very cocky with driving near the end of the season, because they want to get as much points as they can to score position before the season ends. So hopefully there'll be some nice action. But I think there'll be quite a lot of T1 death or T2 death, as they're quite sharp and narrow. So as I go look for the standings, which wasn't posted. Oh, there it is. So let's look at the current constructors before the main championship. So Alfa Romeo leads with 194 points for for currently. AlphaTauri behind. Surprisingly, Red Bull is last. McLaren in 9th and Williams in 8th. Ferrari's in 7th, Mercedes in 6th, Aston Martin in 5th, Alpine in 4th, and Haas in 3rd. As we move on to the main championship standings, Guna leads the current standings by, I believe, 9 points. And Robsu and the Haas is quite far behind, and he didn't qualify well today's race. Charlie is, though behind, he is lacking by points from Robsu. So this is going to be very interesting for the season finales. But the grid now begin their formation lap of the twisty-turny Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So let's have some time to talk. So I'll tell you qualifying first. Guna 18, as you know, is lining up on pole position. Relay Luca in second place in the AlphaTauri. Hammers UK in third and Ralliet with fourth. Robsu, his championship rival for Guna, is in fifth, not good for him. Jens Hoffer is in sixth. Charlie is in seventh, away from his teammates. Wardy is in eighth. Man Like Donkey 51 is in ninth. Nerdy Average Gamer is in 10th. Ralph is in 11th. Composite in 12th. Tom Party in 13th. Skipper in 14th. Pete the Pirate in 15th. So, that is your grid. Now, they're only not done fully, so let's chat about its history here. The good memories I have of this place. 2017, as far as I can remember back. I'm pretty sure it's the 2017 season. A good race for the drivers, with Danny Rick taking the win here, and Bottas nicking second place from Stroll on the final straight on a very nice overtake just before the line. And there was also 2018 where the Red Bulls crashed, as well as Valtteri Bottas getting a puncture when he thought his race was brightening up, as well as some other crashes, and the 2021 season when Lewis Hamilton forgot his magic brakes were on as he flies into turn 1, locking up all the way. And it's action like this that I want to see at a Baku race. Since if you look at the map design, it looks pretty boring, but such a boring track brings such amazing racing. And as you watch, Gunnar now lined up on pole. It's AI taking over, which is something he can probably not do next season, as EA/Codemasters have put the manual in, as you know. Also, I recommend you keep watching the update videos on their channel to see what new stuff they'll have added. And I think you'll be very happy about some of them. But as we watch now, Pete is going to line up in last place, and we can get those lights out and we will be racing. As we get closer and closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Gunnar getting a good start with Relay on the inside line. As they come down to T1, I think there's a bit of contact between the McLaren, but nobody is dead yet, I don't think. McLaren going for a send. Oh! That was a too big of a send. He slams right into Jens Hoffer. That was a massive send, and he has a surprisingly well front wing with a few pieces missing. Too many sends. Nerdy's going for a send on Man Like Donkey. Ralph in 10th place. Let's watch the action against Nerdy. Oh man, Tom Putty's side by side with Nerdy. He gets the overtake on board with him, blocking out Nerdy behind. Now, here's the interesting part. All the drivers are going to try to get into single file if they want to not die in the castle section, because if one goes, not many are going to see before the rest goes. As I'm watching every driver go through, he get a bit loose. Oh, Nerdy hitting the wall, getting wing damage. He has no front wing. His whole front wing is gone from that. Eaten in seconds. As Pete chases down Nerdy. Oh, Nerdy's out. He hits the wall. Immediately out of the race. As the lap will finish, Gunnar is in first. There was attempts for him to be overtaken, but they never were really that fully carried out. But now, since they are getting carried out, it's going to get interesting more. As everyone's getting close to the wall, let's go back a bit to see if anyone's going to get killed. Why has my detail gone from tyres? There we go. Jens Hoffer's on the medium, so is Charlie, so is Man Like Donkey, all getting damage at the start of the race. You see Gunnar in first, Relay at a few seconds behind. As he comes down to the castle section. Who do you think, everybody who's watching this, do you think someone will crash in the castle section? That's pretty close for Relay, so my answers were nearly paid. Here comes Reliot. Wardy. Nope. Nope. Here comes Ralph. No for him as well. Skipper and Tom. Very close for them both, but they're not getting close. Pete and Jens Hoffer quite far behind with Charlie. So the Alfa Romeo of Gunnar leading. I'm watching the mappers at the same time with the race because I'm still expecting people to die in the castle section, although it's quite early in the race. This track has more laps than some reason it has more laps than Belgium did. It has 26 laps out, and Belgium only had 22. But enough small talk. Relay has the fastest lap, and DRS is enabled. So Relay will get DRS on Reliot. No, sorry, not Reliot. Gunnar, as he... no, there is no DRS. Where is Reliot's DRS? Very interesting how he didn't get DRS, but he will get DRS near the end of the lap. Watching Hammers chasing after Relay, 1 second behind him. He is a winning driver. Something I probably won't get until next season, which is a dub. But that's just depressing talk for me in general anyways. Hammers UK. Oh, Robsu's getting a bit loosey-goosey. Getting a bit interesting here. He's getting very close to Hammers. I'm going to watch the action over here, as he's now tailing Robsu, Hammers. He's going to probably go for an overtake soon in the downhill of death. He doesn't go for a lunge. He thinks he's too far behind. He probably was too far behind. They come down the straight. He probably got a warning there, which is not good for him. On board with him coming down the straight, there will be DRS open for him, with Hammers just out of the DRS range. Oh, but Relay's going for a move. Where's Gunnar going? Into the pit lane. And Pete's out of the race. Is Gunnar a psychic? Or is he just unlucky? His safety car opens up. What tyres is Gunnar going for? Mediums. So he's on fresh tyres. He is a psychic, honestly. He came in as soon as Pete crashes. Where Pete crashed, you may ask? I probably won't find it. He's been told to pass the safety car by race control. Relay currently leads, but he's on old softs. He may keep on them for a little while. As he tries warming his tyres. The safety car's just waiting for Gunnar to come around. Let's watch with last place, Tom Putty. On board with him. Where let's play the game of spot the safety car. Did you see it? Put it down in the comments if you did see it. Anyways, watching Relay, Pete has left the session. Don't know what type of mood he's in, but I'll probably see later at the end of the race, or if I feel like checking Discord mid-race. So there's an interesting grid right now. Gunnar's in 6th, and his rival, Robsu, is in 2nd. There's a man like Donkey, as you see. Luckily for them, they're going to get close to the safety car, because the safety car's only going around for a few laps, and that's enough time to catch up. Unless they're hit with dealt with. Relays in the pit lane. Robsu continues. He's going to stay out. Maybe Relay made a right move. No, he didn't, because Hammers is also coming in, but... Oh, Nerdy is out, actually. I thought he was disconnecting. No, he just left the session manually. Relay, surprisingly, is keeping 2nd. He's on an advantage here, because he's on fresher tyres. Why is Gunnar slowing? Interesting tactics going on here. Robsu now catches the safety car on an old set of tyres. I'm guessing the strategy here is mediums. Now, whoever's racing in Division 1, I think another division on Wednesday and Division 3 on Thursday, which is me, you want to pay close attention. I shouldn't be telling you this, but you want to pay close attention to streams if you don't know good strategies, because I'm terrible with strategies. But a good thing is I can pay attention to streams and study people's strategies, then guess what type of strategy I have to use at the weekend. But that's enough talk about my division. I keep bragging, I shouldn't. But Division 5, yes, Division 5. As Relay, interestingly, has a fresh set of mediums on, compared to Robsu on an old pair of softs. So this is pretty much a historical moment. You see, you got a car on an old pair of tyres, and a car directly behind it on a new pair of tyres. But it's not 2 laps before the race ends, so kinda not historical if you ask me. So the safety car will go around for another lap. So your current order is on the left. Robsu's in first, but that will change very quickly. Guna's in third, Hammer's in fourth, Rally in fifth, Composite in sixth, Wardy in seventh, Ralph in eighth, Skipper in ninth, Charlie in 10th, Jens Hoffer in 11th, Man Like Donkey in 12th, and Tom Puddy in 13th. And if I go to detail, we'll see position gains. Robsu's only gained 4 positions so far, but that's like I said, it will change. Relay is back to where he qualified. Guna's lost 2 positions from where he qualified. Hammers has lost 1 position from where he qualified. Relia has lost 1, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong section. Composite has gained quite a lot, 6 cars he's overtaken from his qualifying position. Wardy's in 7th, Ralph in 8th. Why am I saying qualifying? Wardy has overtaken 1 person. Ralph has overtaken 3 people from his qualifying position. Skip has overtaken 5, which is the rest of the grid down there. Now the game is going to put Composite as driver of the day if he keeps up this position change tally. Or Skipper. Sorry for awkward silence, that's just me focusing on the game. So, safety car's in this lap, as I will now give back the detailed tyres. Sorry? There it is. Oh, that's gap. I'm stupid. Safety car's in this lap, and the close attention I'm going to be paying to is Robsu and Guna. Because Guna is behind, and Robsu is on old tyres in first place, which is never a good idea sometimes. Look at them in sync warming the tyres. Robsu controls the pace. When will he go? Safety car's in. He will go whenever he wants. He goes now. And we are racing again here at Azerbaijan. The US will not be opened until a few laps later. And now they come down into the Humbleston turn 1. Some drivers caught lacking before 4th. Robsu's on an old tyres, and Relay's going to start catching. Guna thinks about move but doesn't go for it. No deaths behind. Man Like Donkey knows how to do suicidal dives here, but he doesn't do any. Oh, Relay getting impatient. He tried going for a move on the outside, but Robsu was like, nah mate, you can wait. And now Guna has caught up at least to the action. As Relay is getting impatient, he's going to try down the inside. Yes, I recommend you do back out of there, my friend. You do not want to be side by side on the castle, because one of you will not be making it out. They come up to the castle. I think he clipped the wall there. I saw sparks coming off the wall. Oh, Robsu getting losing the car a bit. His tyres are old. On board with Relay. Watching behind. Guna is not there. Watching forward. Robsu is very close. And Robsu's tyres, I think, are giving up. They only last less than 10 laps. And he's trying to push them as much as he can. Robsu defending his inside. Oh, he goes in, that's why. So Relay now leads the race. I'm going to say it's a poor strategy by Robsu. Unless it's big brain, but I don't think it is. Look at him going down, now going into last place. But Relay has to worry about one man only right now. As I drop my controller. Back to the action. Relay has to only focus on one man only. Guna. The Englishman is chasing him down like an angry dog. He wants to get him. And he wants that race win. Hammers also wants that race win. And so we've got 3 people hungrily wanting that race win. Rally is just in the background. Relay is being chased down by Guna. On board with Guna. DRS, I suspect, will be open next lap. And they're coming to end to this lap. So I'm guessing DRS will be opened. Hammers chasing him. I'm guessing DRS will be open next lap as we see Relay go across the line. Yes, DRS is open. I was right. Hammer's getting the fastest lap. He is going to go for it. Pushing all the way, trying to catch Guna and Relay, the 2 race leaders. I class them as race leaders because they're going to be overtaking each other lap after lap when they get close enough. Hammers UK. Oh, he's going for a move. He backs out of it. Poor cameras. I didn't get much action from that stupid game. Well, thank God the cameras are fixed in 2022. Anyway, stop ranting, stop complaining. This is racing. Guna chasing after Relay. He is going to stick behind before the castle section because, let's face it, you don't want to die, do you? He's getting close to him though to spook him. But Relay knows he can't do anything about getting past until after the section, which is over here. I keep thinking Relay is touching the walls. Oh, I've just realised Guna's getting behind for some reason. Relay is pushing away. I can't see if he's using ERS on his helmet. But what I can see is Relay. He's on a faster lap. Purple sector 2. He comes down the straight. Out of the DRS of Guna. Lucky him. But unlucky him. Guess who's behind him with DRS? Hammers UK. He's not using ERS. He's not going to do the deadly push. But he is going to fake him into an inside move when he wasn't actually going for the inside move. Composite overtakes Reliot into turn 1. Reliot getting a bit loose there. Here comes Charlie. On board with Wardy for a few seconds. Not anymore. Some people are getting DRS on Composite. Reliot's going to want that position. Why does... Ah, I'm stupid. Anyways, back to Hammers. Back to Guna. He is 1.2 seconds behind. He's going to need to gain 2/10 if he wants to recatch Relay. Amazing on board. And on my rib. But Relay is running away pretty much. Play some runaway music and you'll just have the perfect scene. He's 1.4 ahead. I can't see anymore because the notifications just blind spotted me. Thank you very much. Okay, now I see 1.5, so he is just doodaring away. But guess who isn't doodaring away? That's Guna from Hammers, and Hammers is going to get more DRS. So him going for an overtake maybe is going to slow Guna down. On board with him. Let's see if he uses ERS. He decides not to. He's going to save to get past him later. But I don't know if it's wise because it's mainly a flat out track. But we'll see. Skipper gets an overtake. On Ralph, Ralph slows down drastically. And Jens Hoffer is behind. Man Like Donkeys, the suicidal charger, who nearly killed people earlier, is behind. Messes up a little bit, so Man Like Donkeys is going to try and improve on that. Hammers UK keeps getting close to Guna, but then losing it. He's now 2.4 behind. He's on older tyres, so I understand why this is happening. Sorry for the quietness, I was just thinking about something. But anyways, yeah. Lay down, dog. So, anyways, Robster overtakes his teammate, Umpati. Relay is in first. Guna has regained time on him. Not much, but it's enough. He's getting close, so I think Guna's pushing. I can't see this one thing or another. But he's using ERS and DRS. Relay goes in. He's going to go for a move down the inside. Can you stop being stupid, cameras? Thank you very much. Hammers gets in front. Relay's pitting. And because the field is so close together, he's not going to get past. He's going straight back. Back of the grid for you, my friend. Was this a good move by Relay? He better hopes it will be. I suspect he'll try to use these tyres to the end of the race, since medium tyres last more than 10 laps, but not enough. But he will get the advantage on these softies who come out as yes, Guna is now delighted because he is behind Hammers, but he has a friend called DRS and another friend called ERS, so he is going to really want this. Is he going to get hungry though? Let's find out, as he's now coming up to the DRS. Let's go on board with him to see if he pushes. And out goes the DRS. He is using ERS because he's coming up very quickly. Goes for the move down the inside. Any carnage? No, there isn't. He goes pretty deep though, so is Hammer's going to try to get the switch back? No, he isn't. But as they come down to the turn 2, Hammers is hot on his heels, trying to catch Guna. Unluckily for him, he has DRS, and he's going to try and catch him. Is he going down the inside, faking it to spook him? But Guna is smart and does not fall for it. As he tags along. Hammer's chasing him. do feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I must continue. Coming through the castle section, that's quite a nice camera shot from the game. But Relay is now catching up with everybody else. I see purple sector, not purple, yellow sector 2. Did someone spin? I don't know. But that's a bit worrying for whoever was causing that. I'm seeing 2 yellow sectors, so I have a suspicion that someone's got wing. Don't want to find out, because guess who's going for a move? It's Hammers. Gunnar does not cover the side, so he's probably playing it smart by hanging back to get the secondary DRS down, unless he was close enough for the bit of DRS, but I don't think he was, because yes, Gunnar does get DRS, and he's probably using his ERS to catch him. He does. He's going to go down the inside of Hammers. This is on and off fighting. Gunnar had to slow down quite drastically there to avoid going into the wall, or he would have got wing damage. Composite just casually in the background. So Composite casually in the background, 2 seconds behind.
Yawning, excuse me. Ooh. Sorry about this. Anyways.
Yes, race. Gunnar leading. Hammers behind. He's got to get DRS. Using his ERS. Well, when he does, I think he is using it right now because he's getting a bit close. On board with him. Gunnar stays on the outside. A bit jerky, trying to spook him. He's going around the outside as they come down to turn 1. Look at the cars in the distance. Gunnar sitting behind once again, probably going to get the DRS on the switchback. Is he close enough for an overtake? We see Skip it. Oh, Charlie's in the pit, sorry. He's changing tyres, so is man like Donkey and Jens Hoffer really getting the fastest lap. And Gunnar's going to go down the inside, I think. Doesn't have enough space for it. But he will do on the straightaway, which is annoying for Hammers. As they come into the chicane. Oh, Gunnar losing a bit of the car there. Not too much, but a small jerk. Hammers got close to that wall. I keep yawning for some reason.
But anyways.
Hammers is now going to fear his position as Gunnar is right behind him. And when I mean right, in his mirrors, because he is now going to use some ERS to catch him for a second. He's going to go off the ERS, he's going to use it to catch him when he gets the DRS, because ERS and DRS is an amazing combo on a massive straight throw. And there is the DRS now. He's going to get it, he's going to chase him. He's getting close. This is going to be interesting. He's going to try down the inside on Hammers. Going a bit deep. Hammers doesn't go for the switchback, but he goes wide. They're side by side. I think Hammers is going to get the DRS though. Unless Gunnar slows him down, which he does a little bit, but not too much. Composite's catching up because he is just there. Oh, look who it is. Relay is now getting position. He's got 3-lap-old tyres. 10 laps remain, so some drivers are going to start pitting soon. My room's getting cold. I'm just going to shut my window. Voila. Charlie is now behind his teammate, but Ralliot's putting up a good fight. Not good enough for Charlie, as he's just steaming off. Let's watch Wardy. He's getting close to Composite. I don't see any other action, to be honest, so yes. This is the only action for now till we get back to the straight. There's Hammers. And now we get to the straight. I think there's going to be 2 overtakes here. But Hammers is getting quite far behind, but not anymore. He's going to use DRS, and no, they're going to come in. So is Composite. Wardy stays out. He's got fresher. No, he doesn't have fresher tyres. He has old tyres. To be exact, 11 laps old. So I don't know what he's thinking right now. I don't think he expects to go on the rest of the race with these tyres, because there's people behind with fresher tyres. Hammer's on the softs. This may have been a smart move by him. He's come out 5th. Charlie's behind, but that's a bit too late for him now. As he comes down to the wide chicane. Gunnar in front. Robsu's probably got a pit soon, maybe. Relay is not, but he's on old mediums. And Hammers is going to catch him. But Relay is behind Robsu, who is a championship rival to Gunnar, as I've mentioned a few times before. And so they're wanting to really get to him. Or Gunnar does. Nobody else really cares about the championship battle unless they're in it for the first place position. As Relay now is going to get DRS, I believe. Yes, he will. Dunk. He doesn't use ERS, but he does get a speed boost. He does use ERS, sorry. Only doing it to catch up to Robsu so he can get him on the next DRS section. Wardy must pit soon. It's getting closer and closer to the end of the race, but Wardy... Oh! Robsu's on the wall. Does he get wing damage? If this camera angle will be nice to me. Come on, game. Please be nice. This is a useless camera angle. I don't want to watch it. There we go. No, he doesn't. Oh, yes. No, he doesn't have any damage. But it was an unlucky hit for him. But Gunnar is now chasing. I do believe Wardy is expecting to last on these tyres. He's 12 laps old with those tyres, which is too old for these tyres on a 50% race. If it was a normal race, it would have been fine. There's some damage on the wall, so I think someone hit that wall wing. I don't know who it was. It's black, so it might be an Alpha Tauri. I think it might be Charlie, actually. And Charlie is fine. I don't know who lost that wing there, but forever it's still there, and the marshals can't pick it up because they're stupid. But look at this. Robsu is in front of Gunnar, and Gunnar will get DRS. Unlucky, lucky him. And where's the DRS? There's the DRS. He's going to use ERS to catch Robsu, who's just coming in. Never mind that. But what's this behind? Hammer's on a soft compound. Only driver out there with soft compounds on. It was maybe a smart move from him, maybe not. So Wardy is getting caught by Guna very quickly. He is 6.9 seconds behind, rapidly closing in. As he gets purple sector 1, so he's on a flyer. Wardy now coming up to the castle. He's coming through. Beep beep, it's Guna, the man leading the championship right now. And I just realised man like Donkeys is not going to be happy with the marshals at the end of the race. The FIA are going to be probably slapping him with something, probably a penalty. Relay and Robster are on oh, Reliot. Why, man? You got a 3-second time penalty for multiple corner cut warnings. The first of the session, but probably the only of this session. As Guna has caught Wardy. He saw him down the straight. But Wardy needs to pit on these tyres because they're going to die. Let's watch Wardy. Let's look at his telemetry. He is going quick. In Castle. Bit slow because he's got old tyres. Look who's behind him though. It's Guna. He's 3 seconds behind. So Wardy's tyres are really dying here with these 6 laps remaining, but it will be 5 in a second because we're getting close to the line. Amazingly, Hammers is getting away from Guna. You may be thinking he's got better tyres though, but Guna's showing off pure skill to get away from him. They come down to the finish line. I think Wardy's gonna pit. I just have that suspicion. And I think my suspicion was right. Yes, he is pitting. His tyres couldn't last this long. He's hoping he gets out 5th, maybe. But guess who's in first? Guna, everybody. Mr. Goonie in first place. Hammer's on fresher softies. Well, actually, no, the same lap. But Hammer's on a soft compound tyre. Wardy, I don't think is going to get out much far. He's on soft tyres. There's a Red Bull somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Rob Hughes has the fastest lap in the pass. It's quite far down the grid though. So I don't think he's going to battle for championship this race. But Guna is. Watching the championship leader, Guna. Didn't know pharmacy was written in English in Azerbaijan. But as they come down to the castle, nobody has crashed there this race, which is surprisingly, which, yeah, like I said, surprise, nobody's crashed there. On board with Guna once again. Hammer's 5 seconds behind. His teammate can only do one thing, and that's hold up the rest of the grid. So they don't arrive. But I don't know if they have enough time to, yes, reach him. As they come down the straight. It's interesting how Guna is getting ahead of a person who won last race and is on a fresher set of softs. Ralliet's looking for fourth right now, since Charlie, surprisingly, is now caught up to him. He has that 3-second time penalty, remember? Well, not good. Not good at all. Oh no, he's catching. Ralliet now coming up. Hammers does not want Ralliet to slow him down, but if Guno's in a VC with Ralliet, game over. As he will just tell him to slow him down. But Ralliet now chasing after... oh, that's a Haas! Into the wall. Is that Tom? Yes, it is. I think he's got wing damage. But guess who hasn't got wing damage? It's Guna, because he's in first place. With now 3 laps remaining once he reaches the line. Again, put me on board with him, although I didn't do it myself. KD on board. Anyways, coming down to the line. Hammer's on the outside. Watching him. I don't think Ralliet has DRS, annoyingly, for him. But nice for Hammers, but he's fading. So the mediums was the best choice for this race. So I think Guna's going to win this race unless something happens to him. Weather looking nice for an early morning race at Azerbaijan. But hear this. Guna is getting away once again. He has got skills. Which is why you should vote for me in the driver awards. Because I deserve it more. Yes, sir. I'm just kidding. You vote who you want. Your choice, free country. Anyways. Hammers getting close to the wall. Nearly gave it a love kiss. Using a bit of a DRS to try and get away and recover from that. Because Charlie has now came through. He's a bit slow on these good old softs. But he needs to fear. Because Charlie boyo is coming for him. Doesn't have DRS, but that doesn't matter because Charlie has skill. What's this? Hammers is not pitting. I thought he was. Might get a bit in trouble there from the officials for crossing the pit line for no reason at all except to fool someone, which is not allowed in some racing series. Just Guna having a nice Sunday stroll. Probably thinking about what he's doing for the rest of the week. Because I would certainly be. Who's warming the tyres down there? Tom Petty doing a very bad job. Funny how you just see a glimpse of a Haas, what looked to be warming his tyres, then he's suddenly retired. But there's no safety car. Why? Only 2 laps remaining. Won't be enough time for the race to really continue with the safety car. This car cleaned quickly, so when the race leader reaches, he doesn't slam into him and kill him. Look at this. Charlie is now catching Hammers. Number 69 is going to hit him harder than 69 itself, as he is now going to get DRS, but no ERS, fella. he's got none left. All he can do is sit back. But on the plus side for him, he is gaining. Coming into turn 1, they're both saving. 2 laps remaining. Theoretically, 2 laps. He's getting DRS once again. He can't use the DRS as he's got none left, like I said. Hammers has got to defend his position against him. Angry mob. As he now comes along. Reliot. Oh no, he's looking for 5th right now because Composite has caught up. Hammer's not really being able to catch him back. There's a sector 1, it's Relay. What have you done, son? I think you're in the wall. Unlucky. Number 88. His tyres are hot though. Not in the sexy way, just in general heat. But let's look at detail. So, looking for driver of the day right now, Mr. Composite. Skipper, actually no, Skipper. No, Composite because he's got 7, I'm just blind. So he's looking for, what I say is, well, driver of the day, but that doesn't matter because look at the lap and look at the winning standings right now. Charlie has overtaken Hammers. Unlucky for him. He'll get a podium even if Relic overtook him because he's got that penalty, remember? Oh, Relay's out. His tyres were too hot and they overheated, causing his car to spin, and he's out last lap. Unlucky fella. Guna coming up to the fearsome castle section for one last time. Don't celebrate early, my friend. You may cock it up already. Coming through. Guna getting close to Relay's dead body. Never mind, the marshal's cleared it. Getting a bit close to the wall, so his tyres are not liking the result. Hammer's in and out of Charlie's DRS range. But only a few corners to go, flat out. But today it's a red cross and a white flag. Put it together, what you get? You get England, because Guna 18 is gonna come home to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here in Azerbaijan. As Charlie chases down the straight, running away from Hammers, he's pushing as hard as he can, but now he takes P2 for the AlphaTauri team. Hammers getting 3rd. Where did Reliot go? That's an interesting one. Reliot is now 1 point. Man like donkeys now comes across the line. Reliot, my friend, what happened? Unlucky. And here is the last man standing, Ralph. Not the best of races for some people, but look at it this way, not the worst. As he now crosses the line, boosh. We have a winner, Guna, the championship leader. He is looking for the title right now. Yes, I was right about the driver of the day, Composite. But there you are. Here is your race winner, Guna, as he posts on Instagram. How nice of him. Take a selfie, bro. But there you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Azerbaijan for the last time with the 2021 car for Division 5. So an interesting race here today. Guna getting the race win. Not the fastest lap. Robsu takes that. He gets an extra point with his few points. But only time will tell for Mexico, which is next week. Prepare your tequila, prepare your sombreros, prepare your hats, your fake moustaches, whatever. For Division 5, because it's going to get spicy. No pun intended. So I have been Prize 907 Phantom, and you were watching Division 5. Goodbye.